Hello, good morning. Sorry for the technical interruption, and we are back live again. Welcome, a hearty welcome to each and every one of you. We are live from TLB, the Digital City. So, what does TLB stand for? TLB is how it all began. TLB is the Literary Book Club. This is what began, this is what started the journey of what we are going to discuss today. We are a book club basically, but we have evolved into a lot more. But before I jump into the whole details and the nitty gritties of it, allow me to welcome author Sharad Kumar. Sharad Kumar is not only the author of the book The Sugar Lake Tragedy, he is also the founder of this literary book club. And we will no longer use the word literary book club again. We only use the words TLB, the Digital City. So, welcome, Sharad. Please introduce yourself for the people who do not know you. I don't think anybody does not know you in the literary world at this moment, but please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thanks, Dr. Atul. Uh, this is our second session of TLB, and today we are going to discuss our evolution. Like everybody knows us from 2 months ago, we were just a small club. And 1 month ago, when we conducted our first live session, we were just a community known as TLB community. But today, after 2.5 months, we have evolved into TLB, the digital city. We are not just any book club anymore. The word TLB stands for the Literary Book Club. But now we have evolved into TLB, the digital city. What is a digital city? This concept came first of all in about 1 or 2 years ago in Japan, China, when they started discussing this topic. But nothing of this sort has been created digitally on any social media platform. So for the first time, we have succeeded. We have succeeded in creating a digital city on WhatsApp, and the same has been extended to Instagram, YouTube, and all other platforms. Now, whenever a new member comes and joins our group, he or she thinks it's a book club. But once he enters through the main room, he sees that it's an entire digital city out there. So today we are conducting this session to let them know what is inside our digital city, so that some members, they get lost in our city actually, because there are so many buildings with different purpose, with different aim of each and every room. So today we are going to discuss all the rooms very carefully, so that all our members know what is in TLB, the digital city, for them. Okay, Dr. Atul, thank you. Let's proceed.
Yes, before we move on to the more details, let us present the actual trailer, the actual welcome message of TLB. So, people who are watching, stay tuned and enjoy this trailer.
Hello, book lovers. How are you? Have you heard of a new thriving space?
Where bibliophiles across the world can connect? If you are even hesitating for a second, allow me to introduce you to
TLB, the Digital City.
What began as a small book club just 2 months ago grew into a thriving community within a month, and now it has evolved into a vast digital city.
We are proud to host 600 plus active members in our WhatsApp headquarters, along with 120 plus authors from across the globe.
our mission is simple.
Unite authors and readers from all the corners of the literary world.
Here's what you can look forward to each day in TLB.
Sunday, author interviews. Monday, Instagram post competition. Tuesday, YouTube competition. Wednesday, debate competition. Thursday, photography competition.
We also have 2 week-long activities, Author of the Week, which starts every Friday, and Book of the Week, which starts every Saturday.
So, Join us.
Entry is free.
So join us for the literary adventure.
Come be a part of magic.
Be the part of the magic at TLB, the digital city. So, how did you like it? Viewers, please shout out in the comments how did you like this trailer, how did you like our introduction, and how did you like our welcome. And of course, this will be posted on our YouTube channels, on our Instagram reels, and everywhere. Make sure you share it as much as possible with all your friends, all your bibliophiles, and everybody, your family members, your friends, your co-authors, your friends, your classmates, whoever wants to join our club. They are always welcome, and as usual, the entry is the first time entry. Of course, the first time entry is obviously 100% free. So while we are talking about the first time entry, let us begin our journey. So Sharad, I'd ask you to explain to our viewers what the entrance to TLB, the digital city, is like. We enter into the main room, as you just said. Tell us about the main room.
Okay. Whenever a new member joins our city, TLB, he or she enters through only one gate. We have only one main gate in the entire TLB, that is known as the main room gate. At main room entrance, your ID is verified, and once your ID is verified, you are allowed entry into our city. You give an introduction, and we issue up an ID to you. The ID is your lifetime permanent free membership. It means entry is free to TLB on its first on your first step. So once your ID is issued, you are a citizen of our digital city. That is the concept.
Of this ID, you talked about the ID. ID is created at the time of the entrance of a member into the club. What does this ID signify? Of course, it is going to be a constant ID for throughout life, and it is going to be a throughout lifelong membership. But what does this ID number signify?
This ID, just like in any country, you have your own one unique ID. In India, we have Aadhaar card. Similarly, consider it the identification number of you of each and every member in our digital city. We are not a club or community anymore. We are now a city. So in a city, we have to keep record of each and every member so that we can find all the details of all members when any need arises. Suppose a member or an author is carrying out a giveaway, then he or she can easily record the numbers with just a simple ID number. He does not need to record the write of the entire name. Or if any member we have to broadcast call out, he can simply tell or shout out from their ID numbers. It's very easy and convenient over the course of time. I have also kept a unique idea behind the ID. The idea is your ID is the number at is the total number of members in the digital city. Suppose a person has an ID of 600. It means there were already 599 members in our digital city, and you are the 600th member to enter our city. Right now, we have an ID number running is 815. So at present, we have 815 members in TLB digital city.
This is very impressive to have more than 800 members in less than 2 months. This is something that I have never heard of. This kind of exponential growth I have never heard of. And as you said, the whole concept is to unite the authors and the readers. So let's begin with the authors. Where do the authors go? From the main room, where do they go?
Very good. The authors. There are many types of people who enter our digital city. They may be authors, they may be bookstagrammers, they may be reviewers, they may be general readers. And now we have also started welcoming musicians, painters, and artists of other categories. Suppose you are an author and you enter our digital city. So of course you will be warmly welcomed in our main room. From there, we will in main room your ID is verified as a member. But for entry to authors room, we have a specific authors room for authors, where authors can enter that room and only authors will be present there. So that if in future if you have any discussion or doubts on your writing journey or your publishing journey or if we have to give you any important message, we can directly convey it to you. To gain entry into the author's room, you will have to send details of your book links, we will verify them through your ID. And once they are cross connected and you gain entry into the author's room. So the authors are welcome to the author's room and enjoy the special privileges we have for them. Yeah, in digital city. Okay. All the authors, once they enter the author's room, where we have at present 150 authors in our specific room, the readers, they also need a room because in the main room we are welcoming members. We cannot have a lot of we cannot have a crowd there happening at the gate. That is actually the gate to our city. So the gate should always be slightly empty. So we cannot accommodate all the people in the main room. So for them, we have specifically made a reader's room. Reader's room is where all the readers can go there and say what they want, say about their journey, what they are writing, what they are posting. Suppose a reader is reading a book, he or she can post a review in reader's room. If he or she has made a post on Instagram or on any other social media, they can post on in reader's room. So the reader's room is specifically made for readers. Authors can also join there to promote their books and all, and the readers can also promote their work there. So it's a mutual living room, you can say, for all the members. No restriction for any member, and everybody can promote their books or reviews. And we are allowing the promotion of only authors of TLB community right now, TLB city right now, because there are so many authors all over the world. If all the readers start promoting authors outside the city, then many members they do not know them. So it will be like confusion. So we have maintained a curriculum like all the readers should only promote or should post the reviews or about the details of the books or anything related to the authors who are already in TLB, our city. Since there are more than 150 authors right now, so they have abundance of options.
So it seems like to manage the the multitude of people who are inside our community, you have made a few guidelines that this is allowed and this is not allowed. This can be promoted, this cannot be promoted. This is to
Yeah.
be held back, and this is to be uncensored. So how do our members, when they enter into community, how do they know what rules govern each of the room that we'll be discussing?
Since it's a city, we have to have a lot of rules and regulations. It's not a simple book club or a community. It's an entire city. So whenever you in a city you enter in a company, if you suppose in your own city there might be some other bookshop or there might be some branded company. In that company, when you enter, you have their own rules and regulations. Similarly, in our digital city, in each and every room, we have a room bio. Whenever you see the room, you can simply click on the top, and all the instructions are written clearly in the room so that you will know what you can do and what you cannot do. It is very simple. It is written in very simple and clearest possible way, in the lamest possible way, you can say, so that each and every member can understand it very easily. And we are following English as the main source of communication. So it's only in one language, so that there will be no haphazard in understanding any sort of, or there will be no misconfusion to anyone.
Yes, this is a very important discussion and important decision that you have taken to make English the only medium of communication on the club, because people from all around the world are here. Many of them are from other countries whose native language are different, and especially even in India there are people from other regions who may not understand one single language, but English is universal. uh, this is not a point of which language is better or which language is worse, which is superior, which is inferior. This is not a language, this is not a language war at all. But being universal, being universally understood and universally spoken, English has been selected as the single medium of contact and conversation in the TLB, the digital city. Now, before we move forward, I'd like to highlight Tanya Srivastav. So, Tanya Srivastav has written on the Instagram chat, I really love the group. I am relatively new, but it feels like a good experience. So, Tanya, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a member of TLB, the Digital City, and I'm sure that you will enjoy it a lot more and for a long, long, long time. Let's make sure that your association with us continues. So, moving on, while we talked about the language issues and the people from other countries, tell us about where the authors from the other countries, other nations, where do they connect with people?
Well, not only the authors, actually all the foreign members, they have got a specific room for them. We call it the global room. This is when you enter our city, this is a like building. In that the entire building is called the global room. In that global room, all the foreign members can stay there because of their separate timelines. If they stay in other common public rooms, then many people will be texting and that will be disturbing for them in their own timeline. Where in India it is daytime and at their place it is nighttime. So it is very, very difficult. So for them, not only the authors, but readers and all the members, they can stay in global room. And in global room, we also have given a special privilege to all the authors of India too, that they can also join, but they can promote in small, in very little context. They cannot promote all the time. They can promote a little bit so that their work is also recognized internationally.
That is a good consideration for Indian folks and people from around the world. So before we move forward to the other rooms, especially for the event rooms, I would like to ask, what was your thought and vision behind making this entire community, entire experience shaped as a city? You are talking about buildings, you are talking about rooms. It's like you are encouraging and imagining our book club as a physical location where everything happens in separate rooms instead of WhatsApp. So tell us about your vision.
My vision is over the course of time, I just like these crosswords you can see in different malls. I aim to build TLB bookshops all around India. So first of all, my vision was a book club. I made it into a community. Now when the members started increasing more than what a community should have, I had to change it into a digital city. Of course, it will not convert into a country or a planet. This is the maximum limit. The digital city, the city will go on extending, but it will not convert into a planet. It will remain a digital city. So, in the digital city, whatever. I forgot the question. Uh,
The question was share your vision. Sorry. The question was
right,
share your vision on how you started to imagine our book club, our
yeah,
community as a city with different
right.
rooms and different buildings.
Right now, I'm imagining the city digitally, and in future, I aim to convert it practically into physical. You can say physical buildings. Actually, in reality, over the course of time, maybe after 4 years, 5 years, or 10 years, when we have sufficient funding and sufficient bank account balance, then we'll have TLE bookstores all around the city. At least one TLE bookstore in all the cities of major cities of India, and then maybe we'll extend our branches to TLB digital media. Of course, also one more thing, we are also going to produce TLB magazine annually now. TLB magazine is going to be launched first of all digitally on our in our digital city by next year in April or May, and on our anniversary on 19th of July, we'll produce it in physical paperback form. So once the TLB magazine is produced in paperback form on 19th of July 2025 next year, we'll be producing it annually. So over the course of time, TLB will not remain a small entity. It will grow bigger and bigger, and to make it reach to each and every member, to each and every person who reads a book or who has written a book, he should know about our city. So that for that we have already we have it here in magazines in all the bookshops wherever it is possible. We'll be having our bookstores so that they will know, just like there are crosswords and other branded bookstores you find in malls and all. So my vision is working in that way. At present, I am thinking digitally. The city is built digitally, but when the time comes, when sufficient funding comes, we'll produce it in practical physical form, and that, believe me, that will be phenomenal. I mean, right now you will be looking at it and imagining at that time what I have said it right now. And if it turns into a reality, believe me, this will be the first time something like this would have been done, because a digital city in digital form and in practical form is will be unbelievable.
Before we move forward, Bookstore Girly comments, I am so eagerly waiting for the bookshop to open so that I can buy books. Of course, Bookstore Girly is only one among hundreds of people who are actually waiting for the TLB bookstores to open. And this is a very, very unique idea and a very bold vision for a person who has just started a digital book club and is looking for a countrywide and not only countrywide, global presence on a physical level to eclipse things like crossword. And of course, Rome was not built in a day, so this is going to be a long journey, and we are going to be present throughout. And I do wish you all the very best, and let's hope that this dream of yours, this vision of yours, becomes a reality very soon. Now, I would like to move to other rooms. Tell us about the wildest room in the community.
The wildest, since it's a city, we need to have entertainment. People, they cannot always talk about books. They cannot always read books. They need some entertainment. For that, we have TLB Zoo, because in the city we need some nightlife. At night, many members, they want to just chit chat, they want to just do gossip, they want to fight with GIFs and all digitally, they want to fight digitally. Everything. We are providing everything literally in TLB Zoo, which starts at 9 p.m. every night and shuts at 12 a.m. next day. 12 p.m. next day. So the TLB Zoo, it is evolving. I mean, I started it as a, you can say, just a experiment, but it worked really well, because in city we need a zoo, we need a nightlife, we need a place where members can express their emotions very clearly. No restrictions, no hardcore rules are there. You just have to speak in English. And if you want to fight, you have to fight it digitally with GIFs. Not you don't have to use any words. You don't have to use any abusive words. Nothing of that sort. You do what you want there. It's your honeymoon spot for all the members.
Again, another unique thing in a book club. Never heard of it, never even thought of it, never even imagined that there would be a room, a community which is literally called the zoo, where people go wild. Yeah, of course, keeping in mind that it is all impersonal, and we need to protect each one's dignity. And honestly, this is very, very unique thought to leave a room open for uncensored discussions, and where there is no rule. So it's like a wild west inside TLB, the digital city. Moving to the most important and most engaging rooms, the event rooms, the rooms. Tell us about the daily competition rooms.
Okay. In TLB, as you might have seen in our trailer, which was shown just at the time of start, we have daily competitions happening in TLB. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, we already have one-day competitions, just like debate, photography, Instagram post competition, YouTube competition. In those competitions, members they can win and they will gain points. Now, what are the benefits of winning our competitions? First of all, your profile will be highlighted on our Instagram, on YouTube accordingly as per the competition. Second, you will gain points. Now, what is point system? This point system is actually this point can actually be converted into real money. Many members they cannot buy books, they are not financially good, or many members they just don't want to buy books but they want to read. This is a normal human tendency that we want to read but we don't want to buy the books. So what you can do in TLB in our city, you don't have to spend money. Just participate in our daily competitions, win the points. From the points, it will get converted into real money, and that real money you can use it to buy from our TLB digital bookshop or from our upcoming TLB website. If suppose a book costs 300 rupees, you need to earn 30 points because each point can be converted into 10 rupees. So when you have 30 points enough, which you can gain, I think, in 2 months by participating in all the competitions, uh, all the quizzes we have been conducting in the TLB city, and you can buy the book without having to spend real money. That is the benefits which our city is providing to members who really want to read but cannot spend or are bound or are tied or their hands are tied to spend on books.
If this is not a great incentive to boost engagement in a book club, I don't know what is. It is great. It is great.
Yeah.
Before we move forward, of course, Bookster Girly says that the zoo is her favorite room. Very nice. And Ankita has mentioned, thank you for creating such a wonderful literary space. Your commitment to fostering a love for literature and connecting people from diverse backgrounds is truly admirable. Thank you, Ankita, and thank you, Bookster Girly, for your comments. Do we have
Thank
other comments? Mm, not not any significant comments at this point. Of course, viewers, don't forget, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, put them in the Instagram chat or on YouTube chat. We will take questions from you. But we have still not completely visited the entirety of TLB, the digital city. Tell us about the AOTW and BOTW rooms.
in our digital city, just like in any country, in any city, there is a twin tower. What that means, tower in New York, even in Mumbai, or in every major city, there is a twin tower. In TLB, we also have a twin tower which are diagonally opposite to each other on our main street. In the main street, AOTW stands for Author of the Week. It starts every Friday, and BOTW stands for Book of the Week. It starts every Saturday. Every author gets one by one chance to be author of the week in TLB. In that specific room, he or she can promote his name, can promote his profile, can promote his book, whatever he wants to do. And if the author is not knowing what to do, because many authors it is a new thing for them for the first time. So we have specific day-wise activities for them who don't know what to do in AOTW room. Similarly, in BOTW room, the authors can promote their books. They can highlight their books. I think are we online?
Yes, we are online. Something wrong with my camera. You can continue. I'll
In
be on
BOTW
well.
room, the authors can promote their books. the books, highlight their books, and if they don't know what to do, how to highlight, how to promote their books, we have specific divide activities in the BOTW room. So these two rooms are the prime focus of our digital study because here the authors they get a chance to promote their book as an author, to promote their book literally in the form of a you can say a book fair. You can say it's a book fair happening on the main street every every day for the entire week, and every author gets one chance to be AOTW, BOTW, and when the sequence is completed, all the authors get one chance each one by one. The authors will get again chance. So it's not ending that you will be only getting one chance in the entire lifetime. You'll be getting consecutive chances, and by this, many all the readers and other members who will join the room, they will watch, they will know about your books, they will know about you. Because as an author, the first thing you should think about promoting your book is promoting your name. In today's generation, people don't just buy a book based on your review, based on your book name. They also watch who is the author, what what is his profile. Once members know your name, it builds a reverse psychology that they know you. And once they are familiar with you, they will be interested in your book. So that's the benefit of and the prime focus of our digital city AOTW and BOTW rooms.
Yeah, great. Thank you for the detailed discussion, and I think I am my video is on Instagram, but it is not yet on YouTube. But still, don't worry, I am still very much in the meeting. So we talked about the competitions, we talked about the author of the week and the book of the week rooms. We talked about the zoo, we talked about the global room, the main room, the readers room, and if everything there is in the digital form in TLB, the digital city. Now, where do we go from here? Tell us about your plans for moving the digital part of TLB to the real world in the physical world.
As I already told you, we are going to have TLB bookshops, and the procedure has already started. Soon we will have our TLB website. So just like Amazon, Amazon, I'll give the best example. It has Amazon and Amazon Prime. In TLB Digital City, we also have TLB members and TLB Prime members. The Prime for the Prime members, we are building TLB book, TLB magazine, TLB bookshop, TLB website. These things are these things actually have a specific cost to them, and for them, the authors they can subscribe to our TLB Prime. They just have to pay 100 rupees per month if they want. It's completely optional. We would not have created this Prime if it was not needed. But many authors they are getting scammed by many publishing houses for marketing. Some are charging 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, many and much more than that. So we decided to provide them the cheapest form of promotion, and that too they can do not only in our digital city, outside our digital city through our social media platforms and through our public events which will be held soon, public bookshops which will be which will be established soon. So that is the benefit of of being a TLB Prime member, and the price I have kept it to a minimum so that everybody can afford. Just rupees 100 per month, you will gain the entire marketing which we can provide you from our end. And believe me, TLB is completely non-profit organization. We are not aiming for any profit from your side. The cost is only for maintenance of TLB bookshop or TLB website. That will cover only that part of the section. So we have a TLB Prime room in the city. We have TLB Digital Bookshop in the city. We have TLB Digital Magazine room in the city. So there are various rooms in the city, various options for members who want to explore opportunities or want to be engaged much more deeper into the marketing section.
So yes, it is a good thing that an author who wants to market or promote their work who has probably spent years making a book and getting it published somehow, either through traditional publishing or by self-publishing. They have created something. It is their baby. It is the outcome of years of hard work and probably even longer, a dream of them. And to be able to bring this to as many people as possible, TLB, the Digital City, is giving a great platform to the authors. One other platform is uh, One other platform is the author interviews, like we host every Sunday. A few author interviews are held in this particular format, and some are held on Instagram live only. Tell us about the author interviews.
Okay, we started about a month ago. Author interviews. It's like our TLB news channel. In a city, you have a television, and members they need to watch the television. So we provided them with digital media, a news channel. Now this news channel is happening on Instagram and YouTube right now simultaneously. I mean, this thing has not been done before on any platform by any book club in the entire India, at least as far as I know. And we were the first one to conduct it simultaneously on both platforms. And very soon we are going to extend it onto X, which was formerly earlier known as Twitter and other platforms. So we'll be going live on many other platforms. We'll be highlighting, conducting author interviews one by one. Each and every author will be uh, given a chance. They will get the option to be to participate in our author interview, to promote their name, to promote their books. We also have post interviews. If suppose an author is not comfortable on live video, he or she can participate in PI known as post interview, where interview will be conducted in textual form. So this happens only on Sunday. On Sunday, we have reserved it for AI. Many people call in different book clubs as author podcast and everything. But our city is completely original. Everything is original. The names are original and everything will be original. So the name is AI Author Interviews, and we have various episodes running simultaneously, at least two episodes running every Sunday. So everybody will get a chance to be known, and our YouTube channel is the one through which we highlight most of the interviews. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel, stay tuned to our Instagram page, and you will know what is going on in our digital city. It's like a form of television to you, it's like a form of instant mobile, instant news to you.
And having an interview is not just about talking. It's about giving the platform to the author, to the person who has created something, to be able to pull out their own feelings in front of everybody else. Because what we see in a book, what we see in an ebook or physical book, is just the manifestation of whatever has been published. But it's like behind the scenes. As you see in the movies, they show behind the scenes. They show documentaries on how the movie was made. So an author interview is like that. It is behind the scenes for how the book was written, and it is amazing to host such sessions for you and for the club and for the authors. So how does an author go ahead and ask to be featured in one of these interviews?
It's simple. You don't have to pay anything to participate in our AOTW room, to be the book of the week, author of the week. Everything is free for you. Not just this is not limited to Prime members. Every author has the opportunity to participate in all our programs and especially author interviews. You just have to say your name in author's room that yes, I want to participate. There, my event manager, her name is Monica. She will contact you. She will take all the details from you and will organize, will schedule a session for you. And once your session is scheduled, you can perform, you can participate, and also improve on your public speaking skills. The author interviews not just aim at improving or are promoting your books. It also aims to improve your public speaking skills. As an author, you should know how to publicly influence people. Because if you cannot influence publicly in the form of words, how can your members know that you can express it beautifully or precisely in form of words? So that matters. Your public speaking skills will improve slowly, and it will be beneficial for all the authors and the members. The members who are doing the interview, they can either be authors, they can either be normal members of TLB. So for them also it is an opportunity to improve their skills, to improve the public speaking skills, because most of them are from colleges, and you do not get a platform. Everybody does not get a option in college to perform in a live session or in a public meet. So here you get an option to perform digitally, to perform on live video camera and improve your skills, which is very beneficial to you in future for everyone.
Yes, public speaking is something that is unfortunately not never taught in our schools, and how important it is to bring out what you feel, what you think, and how you work in front of everybody, so that everybody can get interested in you as a person. And that is only possible if you are confident enough. And in today's world, being confident only in person, only in a setting where you are on the stage, is not enough. Being confident in front of the camera is also essential a skill to have at this time. Don't you agree?
Correct.
So now a few more rooms. We have a prison room. Tell us about what is this? What is this? What prison room is there?
It's a digital city. If you are building a city, you need to have a prison too. We have a few inspectors in the digital city. They keep on inspecting the rooms. And if a person is found violating our rules, the guidelines multiple times, or if suppose in a nightlife, whenever there is a nightlife in any city, many members they start getting drunk in actual nightlife. But here it's digital city. You cannot get drunk, but you may get overflowed with emotions, and you start violating the rules. You start using text which you should not use. You start using offensive words. You start using abusive words. To prevent such conversations and texts from happening, to prevent such members from engaging themselves in those activities, we have established a TLB digital prison. If a member is found violating the rules, especially of the Jew, where there are no restrictions, there are no restrictions, but it doesn't mean you will do whatever you want. Be in limits, respect each other's sentiments, each other's feelings. Do sarcasm, but not deep sarcasm. That might hurt others. And if a member complains, then it is marked in our city. If we get multiple complaints for two, three, four members, then we take action. The action is the member is transferred from all the city into the TLB digital prison. I mean, he is removed digitally from all the rooms. He is placed specifically in TLB digital prison, where any member can come and see what is going on. There, you are already pronounced that you have committed a crime. And for that, you have to stay 2 days in isolation in that room. And in 2 days, you have to tell us in 5 lines that what you did mistake and what you will improve on. So that is the only minimum thing that you have to do in digital prison. Once your 2 days servitude time is completed, you come out into the city again, and we hope that you improve upon yourself. And there's another thing. If we find that you are not improving in our digital self, in our digital prison, you are not ready at all, then the only thing we do is to remove you from our digital city. Of course, we cannot give you a life sentence, we cannot hang you to death. We just want you to be friendly with all the members, and if you cannot, you will have to leave our digital city through the digital prison. So that is the aim of building a digital prison, to maintain discipline, to maintain respect for all members, and it's a digital prison anyway. So just imagine it like that. A
So
digital.
even though it is it is it sounds scary, but it is not scary as such.
Yeah,
It is just a
exactly.
measure to keep people under a purview of discipline and respect, respecting everybody else in a city where you have different opinions. Having different opinions is, of course, very very natural, but you have to respect that each other person's opinion can be different from yours, and they are no different, no more wrong or right. They are just who they are. So that is why there is a prison. Now there is a special room called Book of the Founder room. So you have to tell us about that.
Yes, as an author, I have created my own personal room in the city. It's known as Book of the Founder. I give many giveaways or gifts to members who are very active in community. If you are active in our digital city, then many times I just pronounce the book, come, write your name and get my book. And if you are active enough on specific days, you get the chance to get my book as a giveaway. There are no rules and restrictions, no joining anywhere. You just have to be active. That is the only criteria I have. And once your name gets in the list, I slowly carry out the giveaway prizes, give away my novel, The Sugar Link Tragedy. And once I allot the member my book, I add him to my particular room known as the Book of the Founder, so that I have my own record. And in that room, a non-stop quiz goes on continuously. I mean, everybody gets the chance to earn cash quiz there. There's a cash quiz going on non-stop continuously. So you have to read the book carefully, and I give you the option to earn money by reading my book.
This is not only a place to promote your own book. This is also a good place for engagement. Now people want to read books. This is why we get involved in things like a book club. But uh, making an engagement, making a human connection is something completely different than just reading books. Just having a place to go and read books like a library, that is completely different than a book club. And that is what you have created, and I am very 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 thankful for you. Of course, Divyanshi is saying thank you so much, sir, for creating such an amazing place for all the artists to unite. And I'm sure there are other people who feel the same, and it is great, it is amazing that we have this kind of engaging platform for us. Did we miss anything? Of course, there is a managers and admin room. Would you like to talk about the managers and admin room?
Pardon, I didn't listen.
Managers room and admin room.
Yeah, since it's a city, we need members who can manage the city. I alone, as a founder, cannot look after the entire city. In a Consider it like a country. In a country, you have different chief ministers, you have different mayors. So similarly, in our digital city, we have various managers: event manager, quality manager, room manager, house manager, promotion manager, then technical manager. So like that, we have 8 managers who are working very sincerely and looking after this entire digital city. For them, we have the managers room in our city, and in that managers room, we decide all the important issues. How can we improve the city? What all things need to be done to make our city a better place, a place of peace for all. Similarly, we have admin room. If any member has any dispute or any issue, or if someone wants to add any member and they have a confusion of what to do, so they can contact us in admin room where my managers, where other members, they can help them in solving their issue, in helping them in any form. That is the purpose of having admin room and managers room.
So it seems that you have thought of everything. I mean, starting from the entries, the rules and regulations, the punishments, the promotions, the engagements, the prizes, and everything. You have thought of everything. Is
Yes,
this something else you want to do? Is this something else you want to do? Is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to do? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something else you want to create? Or is this something that you have not yet started in this club?
What is that? TLB,
Is there
TLB,
something is there something you
TLB
want to do in
painter.
TLB but you have not yet started it?
Yes, just like 2 days ago, we started TLB Musicians Group. I mean, not only just the book lovers, bibliophiles can connect to our city. If someone is a musician, he or she can enter our TLB musician room, and from there they can promote the music and all. And it's like engaging all the artists together, not just the bibliophiles. We are engaging, trying to bring all the artists together. Slowly, we'll also introduce TLB painters building a building where all TLB painters will be specifically there. So they can promote their paintings, and when they come outside their room in our city, they can also look at our books, look at our bookshops, get familiar. This the entire city specifically for the field of literature. But we are also giving entry to artists from other fields also, so that they will also know what we have for them. And our readers, who some of them might be interested in paintings or music, they can also participate in those rooms. So very soon we are also going to introduce TLB painters, TLB musicians we have already introduced. And if in future, if any other artistic field comes out of my mind or comes, someone approaches me that, sir, we want also a field of this category, then we may introduce it slowly in due course of time.
So TLB is not going to be limited to only books. Of course, there is music, there is arts, and everything is going to be in the same digital space called TLB, the digital city. Now we are actually moving towards the end of the session. We have been talking for almost an hour. Let me take a few comments here. Yumi says, no words are enough to describe what an amazing place you have created. We will be forever thankful to you for it. Thanks, and thanks for thinking about us. Ankita says, thanks to your efforts and time. Divyanshi says, we truly appreciate all your efforts. This means a lot to us. Of course, there is one guy called Science to Technology, who is actually Anupam Vipul, my brother. He says, interesting. So this is he's not an author, but he has started reading very recently, and he is on the live session as well. And he says, interesting. One single word. So I think that should be taken as a compliment. So, any before we stop, any parting comments, any call out to people all around the world, to readers and bibliophiles and authors all around the world, why they should come and join us?
So here in TLB, I want all of you to join, at least join once and see. Come here as a tourist. Come here as a tourist, watch our city. If you like the city, you can get a permanent citizenship. Stay in our city as long as you want. Because the entry for the first time is free. You don't have to pay anything. You can enjoy all the benefits of our city for the first time free. Of course, we are keeping a charge of rupees 200 for second entry, because many people they just leave the community, and that increases the burden on my managers, and I have to pay my managers. I am paying it from my own pocket. So for to maintain a proper discipline, if suppose you want to leave, then leave. It's not like a normal tourist spot. It's a spot where tourists can come and live permanently, spend their entire lifetime here with ease, and get all the comforts we have to offer. Of course, you have to follow up some of our rules, because it's a city, and in a city you have rules. We have four rules. Rule one: you do not text anyone privately. Rule two: you can enter for the first time free, but not for the second time. Rule three: you have to speak only in English. Rule four: you cannot share any link which will lead to spamming of members leading to other groups. You can introduce about your groups. So the TLB, our city, is standing on four pillars. The four pillars are the four rules of our digital city. And on those four pillars, our city stands firmly waiting for you, for your arrival as a tourist. Come, enjoy here, enjoy the literary benefits you have here, be part of the magic as stated in our trailer, and we will be ready here welcoming you with all what we have to share, what we have to give to you.
Hello, book lovers. How are you? Have you heard of a new thriving space?
Where bibliophiles across the world can connect. If you are even hesitating for a second, allow me to introduce you to
TLB, the digital city.
What began as a small book club just 2 months ago grew into a thriving community within a month, and now it has evolved into a vast digital city.
We are proud to host 600 plus active members in our WhatsApp headquarters, along with 120 plus authors from across the globe.
our mission is simple.
Unite authors and readers from all the corners of the literary world.
Here's what you can look forward to each day in TLB.
Sunday, author interviews. Monday, Instagram post competition. Tuesday, YouTube competition. Wednesday, debate competition. Thursday, photography competition.
We also have 2 week-long activities, Author of the Week which starts every Friday and Book of the Week which starts every Saturday.
So, join us.
Entry is free.
So join us for the literary adventure.
Come be a part of magic.
Be the part of the magic at TLB, the digital city.
Thanks, Dr. It was nice conversation with you, and we hope to conduct our session again